Could you give us also an overview of the SoilValues project, its purpose, and the message you're trying to deliver with it?
SoilValues is one of the 3 projects under the mission Soil that is specifically focused on developing business models for soil health. And so we're working with 6 what we call testing grounds, which are farmers or groups of farmers across Europe, in Poland, in Germany, in Belgium, the Netherlands, Portugal, and Denmark. These are the 6 countries, in which they experiment together with stakeholders how to configure these business models. And to learn from their insights, and these insights we would like to use to derive policy recommendations for the European Commissions, but also for the member states, to see what is needed to support actually the living labs and the lighthouses of the future.
Okay, thank you. And why is it important to invest in soil health, and why does putting it at the core of business models drive innovation?
So business models are not only about generating value, but also on capturing that value. So what I mean is that you may produce a certain ecosystem service, but you also need to get some payment for that. But the first and most important reason why investing in soil health is important is for the farmer, him or herself, because in the long run, investing in soil health will be good for the productivity and the robustness of his farming system. And it may lead to cost reductions. But there is other perspective. The second perspective is that while investing in soil health, at the same time, ecosystem services are produced that are not only good for the farmer, but also for other actors in the system. For example, biodiversity, which is good for society at large, better water quality, which may be good for a water company, or carbon sequestration, which is also good for society, or can be supported by specific businesses who are looking for compensating their carbon footprint. And then but there's also a third perspective, which is a resilience perspective, because as I said, investing in soil health will reduce risk, will provide more stability, which is not only good for the farmer, but also for those that are surrounding the farmer, the buyers of products that have a more stable supply, the banks that are providing loans, or the insurance companies that provide insurance to farmers.
Okay, and are there any other perspectives?
But this is not everything. There is also some other perspectives that are less taken into account, but are also very important. One is called the non-use value of soils and soil health. Non-use values means that we need to conserve the soil for future generations, for example. But there is also the intrinsic value of soil and of nature, which is nothing to do with humans, but just the fact that nature has value in its own, which is, of course, very difficult to generate incentives for that. And then the final aspect is also the social aspect, the distributional aspect, because soil health, investing in soil health usually is a social innovation, and which makes sure that it's not just something for those who can afford it, but that actually all farmers or all stakeholders or land managers can actually invest in soil.